All right, let's get started with your sketch. Grab a plain piece of paper and a pencil. Once you have them ready, you can begin sketching your idea. Let's start creating shapes for the body parts as a guide for your sketch. Remember, these are just basic shapes that will serve as a guide for your sketch. You can adjust and refine them as you add more details. Partially erase the sketch, but keep the guide visible. You can use a kneaded eraser or a soft eraser to gently lighten or remove the lines of the original drawing. Be careful not to erase too much, just enough to make the guide more visible. This way, you can maintain the reference while making adjustments to the drawing. Use the partially erased guide as a reference for the next sketch and add additional details. This detailed sketch will be your guide for your line art and inking. Starting with line art in Adobe Illustrator using the blob brush tool is a great approach for creating smooth, fluid lines. The blob brush tool allows you to draw freely like you would with a traditional brush, but it also automatically merges shapes together, making it ideal for creating solid shapes and outlines. You can find the blob brush tool in the toolbar on the left side of the screen. If you don't see it, it may be hiding under the paintbrush tool in the toolbar. Click and hold on the paintbrush tool to reveal the blob brush tool. Before you start drawing, you might want to adjust the settings for the blob brush tool. You can change the brush size, smoothness, and other options by double-clicking the tool icon or by adjusting the settings in the control panel at the top of the screen. Once you've adjusted the settings to your liking, you can start drawing with the blob brush tool. Depending on your design, you may want to add more detail to your line art. You can do this by continuing to draw with the blob brush tool or by using other tools like the pen tool or the shape tools to create additional shapes and lines. Once you're happy with your line art, don't forget to save your work. You can save your Illustrator file so that you can come back and edit it later, or you can export your artwork in a different format for sharing or printing. Using images from the internet as color references can help ensure that the colors you choose for your illustration match the desired aesthetic or mood. It's a smart way to ensure color accuracy and consistency in your work. Using the pencil tool for coloring is a valid method in Adobe Illustrator, especially for adding intricate details or filling in specific areas with precision. Before you start coloring, you may want to adjust the settings of the pencil tool. You can double-click the pencil tool icon to open the options dialog box. Here, you can adjust settings like fidelity, smoothness, and more. With the pencil tool selected and the desired color chosen, start tracing the areas you want to color. Click and drag with the pencil tool to draw lines or shapes. You can create closed shapes by connecting the endpoints of your lines. Experiment with different settings and techniques to achieve the desired results with the pencil tool. It can be a versatile tool for coloring, allowing for both precision and freehand drawing. In coloring, you can use darker and lighter versions of your flat color for the shading parts of the illustration. This technique, known as shading or highlighting, adds depth and dimension to your artwork. By strategically placing darker colors in areas that would naturally receive less light and lighter colors in areas that would catch more light, you can create the illusion of volume and form. Experimenting with different shades and tones of your base color allows you to achieve various effects and enhance the realism or stylization of your illustration. If you're satisfied with your illustration, you can add additional details as desired, and you're done. Adding extra details can further enhance the overall look and feel of your artwork, providing depth and interest to the viewer. Whether it's refining small elements, adjusting colors, or adding textures, feel free to experiment until you achieve the desired result. Once you're happy with the final touches, your illustration is complete.